going on, everybody? This is Box Talk with Luis Madrid. Today we're here in Las Vegas, Nevada, here with the newly crowned IBF 126-pound champion, Angelo Leo. How are you doing today, champ?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Good, good. Thank you for giving me some time today. I know it's Saturday, and I appreciate you making some time today. So to jump right into it, I know you just recently became a two-time world champion. How does that feel for you? Knowing that you just became a two-time world champion, but also knowing that you're adding to the already rich history, to your state boxing history, which is from New Mexico, from your home state of New Mexico.
It feels amazing. Amazing to become a two-time world champion and to be recorded in the history books of not only my state but in boxing. So it's everything that I wanted. I still got a lot more to prove to the boxing community and to myself, and I'm just excited for what the future has to offer for me.
For sure. And so I know I do want to go ahead and rewind just a little bit. I want to get into just the path to the second world title. So I know you didn't fight for, I believe it was like 2 years or close to 2 years, whatever it was. You started working with Showbox, and with Showbox, what you did is exactly what Showbox wants. Or Pro Box. Sorry about that. My bad. I know they don't really have like the A side, B side stuff.
Yeah.
It's competitive fights. It's 50-50 fights. You can't really move around that. So how was that path for you? Working with them and going from not fighting to staying super consistent and then fighting for a world title.
Yeah, shout out to Pro Box for giving me the opportunity to resurrect my career after those 2-year layoffs. It was pretty tough for me. It was very frustrating, but we got through it. Pro Box, they promised me to keep me active, and that's exactly what they did. We got that title shot after the Bias fight, 3 fights later, and the rest is history. I trained extremely hard for that fight. We were ready to go in every which way. And I think that 2-year layoff that I had really gave me the hunger to really go out there and prove to the fans and all that.
Right. And I know sometimes that happens to fighters where maybe they suffer a defeat or whatever the case might be, and people kind of start to write them off a little bit. What advice would you give to somebody that maybe is going through that, and you're the perfect example of resilience and not giving up on yourself and bouncing back?
Yeah. Just stick with it. Just stick with it, and have faith in God that everything's going to be all right, and have a good team behind you. Make sure you have the right people behind you, and you'll be all right.
For sure. And so I know that you've never been the type of fighter that's like you're real humble. You don't like to talk smack or nothing like that. But you are in a division it's probably one of the best divisions in boxing right now, if not the best division. It's really crowded. There's a lot of really good competition there. Is there anybody, just as a competitor, nothing person, is there anybody that you would like to fight in the near future from the champions?
Yeah. Right now, I like the WBC bout. I've always liked the WBC bout. So right now, I would like to fight Ray Vargas. But if anyone else, it would have to probably be Rafael Espinosa. I think it makes for a fun fight. Mexican versus Mexican American. I mean, it don't get no better than that. They always make for fun fights, and I think any of those fights, any champions at 126. Will be a great fight.
Okay. And that the camp leading up to your previous fight, from some of the videos that I've seen and stuff like that, it looks like you had a pretty intense camp. How was that camp in? I believe you were in Santa Fe in the altitude leading up to your fight. How was that camp?
It was one of the best camps I've had, if not the best camp that I've had. It was very intense. Training hard. Every day after training, I made sure to put 110% in it, and I'd be tired after my training. I wouldn't want to do anything after that. It was just train and then go rest, train, go rest, train, go rest, and but it was a memory that will stick with me for the rest of my life, and I'm glad I had you know, the people in my camp. You know, shout out to all my sparring partners, shout out to all of my trainers, you know, my friends, and everyone that was a part of this camp. You know, it was just an amazing experience for all of us.
For sure. And so I know that you are a two-time champion, but I know the first time you won your title, you know, it was in the bubble. There wasn't really any fans or anything like that. How much sweeter was this second world title? You know, just it being not only by a one-punch knockout, but it being, you know, with a full arena in your hometown in front of your friends and family.
To be honest, this was probably sweeter than the first one. You know, a lot sweeter actually. Just because, you know, like you said, it was in front of my hometown, and it was in that type of fashion that I knocked them out in. You know, it was something that a lot of people, you know, dream of, and it came true with me. So I'm very blessed and just very honored to have that experience.
For sure. And so I know that you're, of course, you're gonna always believe in yourself. So I know you never questioned yourself that you wouldn't win. But did the fight go? Did the fight go as planned? As the fight started to go on, did you kind of feel like you were in control and everything, or how did the fight play out in your?
Yeah, I did. I think that everything we worked on, you know, it all played out in the fight. You know, we worked extremely hard on that hook, on certain situations, and it all came to play in the fight. You know, my dad did a lot of studying in camp. You know, we studied Venado, you know, almost every day. You know, we were you know, slowing down the video. So when it came down fight night, you know, I expected everything. You know, I expected the lunging, the leaping in, you know, and I was ready in every which way. And my timing was there, you know, and we just trained extremely hard for this fight. So
for sure. And by the time this goes up, obviously it'll probably be past it already. But at the time of this recording, it is fight night today. So you know, we do have the Canelo versus Berlanga fight. How do you see that fight playing out today, the main event?
I think they're not giving Berlanga the credit that he deserves. I think he's training extremely hard for this fight, and you can see it in him that he really wants to win. But that's a different story, you know, when you're actually in there with Canelo. You know, with experience like Canelo, it's gonna give Berlanga trouble. So I think the difference in this fight is probably going to be Canelo's counterpunching and his experience.
Okay. Do you think so? You think Canelo pulls it off?
Yeah, I think so.
By stoppage or decision?
Probably decision.
Decision. All right, cool. And before I let you go, do you have any idea roughly when we might be able to see you back in the ring?
Yeah, probably early 2025.
Early 2025. Okay, perfect, man. Well, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time today. You know, just short and sweet. I just wanted to catch up with you a little bit. It's been a while since we've had you on the channel.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, do you have any shout outs to your supporters, your family, your sponsors, any social media you want to give out?
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Angelo Leo. I also just created a Twitter account, and you can follow me there. Same thing, Angelo Leo. And no, I just want to thank all my fans, all my supporters, you know, from all over the world. Appreciate you guys, you know, tune in early 2025. Made my first title defense, and yeah.
For sure. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for giving me a little bit of time today. I appreciate it. Box Talk with Luis Madrid, Angelo Leo.